problem is when we use the word culture, when we use the word tradition, when we use the word any of these kinds of words, we have to look at what it is directed towards. So I feel institutional bullying or ragging in a sports institution where people are bullied for their performance or their underperformance. For example, I could give you a very specific example that I have heard about, and it's practiced in many parts of the country, where in a team sport, when a team loses because of one person, what they do is they sort of throw a lot of blankets over this person and they beat them up with bats or hockey sticks or whatever kind of instrument that they have available, as a way of teaching them a lesson, as a way of the team venting, and as a way of keeping it anonymous. Now, this I feel goes completely against the very spirit of sport. To be a sports person is a certain kind of rigor, a certain kind of discipline, a certain kind of ethic that one expects and that one kind of wants to look toward. So in a situation like this where you're doing things that you cannot do openly or performing acts that you cannot perform openly, you're clearly doing something that you know is not correct, is not right, is not acceptable, and is against basic human rights in many, many cases, especially when it gets so physical and so violent. So I genuinely believe that we really have to reevaluate how some of these cultures and how some of these sort of so-called traditions and cultures came about, and look at their value, look at their relevance in a modern world. Is this the best way of building a character? Is this the best way of teaching a lesson? So I think some of these things need to be reevaluated, and I'm sure that sports institutions and other kinds of academic institutions where students go in with a certain aspiration will look at this. As far as criminalization is concerned, I mean, I think that is a case-to-case situation. In India, like I said, there have been ragging deaths. There have been multiple deaths year on year because of ragging, as a direct result of ragging.